When I was in high school, I started getting interested in sort of why questions, and I really liked, getting a deeper perspective on something. And so I sort of naturally became attracted to philosophy and physics. I'm Rob Spekkens. I'm a faculty member here at the Permanent Institute in the field of quantum foundations. In philosophy, you learn how to make a really bulletproof argument. You learn how to figure out sort of what are the key assumptions in an argument, how to minimize your examples down to sort of the core of what you need, like what principles go into something. So that skill set it turns out to be important for doing research in the foundations of quantum theory. Personally, I'm really motivated by trying to understand what quantum theory is saying about reality. So I'm a realist. I think that ultimately we do need to understand quantum theory as describing something about the world. And quantum theory has also a component in it which is very much about what we can know. Often in science, we have to take into account our uncertainty when we're describing things. There's a very nice quote by the physicist E.T. Jaynes, which I like, saying that the formalism of quantum theory as it's given to us has these components in it that are about reality, and then there's other parts that are about our knowledge of reality, and it's all been mixed up into an omelet that nobody has seen how to unscramble. So a lot of what I've been trying to do is sort of unscramble the omelet of what parts of quantum theory are describing what we can know, what parts of quantum theory are describing what there is. A lot of puzzling features of quantum theory become less puzzling if you take the view that the central object of the theory, which is called the quantum state, actually is simply describing what we can know. And so if I vary the quantum state, the idea is that, that corresponds to perhaps just a variation in what I know about the world, not a variation in the world itself. Kind of like how if on different days the weather forecast gives different probability of rain, that doesn't mean the weather will be different on those 2 days, right? Because the probability of rain is an estimate of the meteorologist. It's a statement of what they know and their uncertainty. I think it's part of what makes this field of physics so exciting is that it has these connections to these very old and very deep questions. And one thing that really excites me a lot is that if you look at the history of physics, every time we've had some big revolution in physics, it's tended to also come along with a revolution in philosophy of science, in the way we think about what science is and how we should do science. So one of the exciting things about thinking about what does quantum theory say about the nature of reality and our place in the world is that it can change even how you think about what doing science means.